Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So a lot of you guys have really been digging the bridal series, including me. I've never really stuck with a series this long. This video is actually going to be another highly requested video. A lot of you guys wanted to see my take on what a beach bridal makeup look would look like. Not only that, but if you saw my favorite nude lip video, if you saw my video where I was talking about my favorite nude lip colors, I had this look and a lot of people were like, girl, you better do a tutorial on that. And even though to me it looked like stuff that I've already done, I thought it would also be a great way to incorporate that as a beach bridal look. So it's like two requests in one, because honestly to me this looks like a beach bridal look. It's like sun-kissed bright eyes and nude pink puckers. So thanks guys for requesting, and enough of me running my mouth. Let's get into the tutorial. So I've already started off this look by moisturizing my skin. I used the Oil Control Lotion from MAC. The foundation I used for this look is the Makeup Forever HD foundation, and I'm using my e.l.f. buffer brush to apply that on my face for a medium to full coverage, but this obviously will vary based on your own personal preference. But I'm just buffing that in. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when I apply a liquid foundation straight as is, it comes off a little shiny when I first apply it. So in order to minimize that, I'm going to take a clean tissue and just blot off any excess. And that will help tone down the shine significantly, actually. So it's just a quick, easy tip, and that may actually save you on how much powder you end up using to set your foundation later. I'm going to next use my Ziba brow pencil to fill in my brows. I'm using my brow brush to just brush out those hairs so we don't have any harsh brow lines from the pencil. This next step is optional, but what I like to do to get my shadows to show up even more is to pop a bit of concealer on the lids as a primer. And I know many of you see me do this in like almost all of my videos, but for those of you guys that are new and don't realize why I do this, it just basically gives us a nice even canvas to work with. And when you do that, the shadows show up brighter. It's probably like my 200th time saying that, but I will continue to say it just so there's no confusion. I'm going to use a eyeshadow base. This is Groundwork Paint Pot by MAC. You can use whatever you like. I'm using something that's kind of neutral. There's not going to be a lot of color in this one, but it's going to give the shadow something to stick to without manipulating or changing the color of the shadows I'm using. There's so many different paint pots out there, and the cool thing about them is depending on what base color you use underneath, you can actually, like I said, change the color or change the look that you're going for. I'm going to take a reddish orange. Actually, this is like a burnt orange. This is Brown Script eyeshadow from MAC. And what we're doing with Brown Script is we are putting her using an eyeshadow brush. This is my Sigma E55. I'm just popping her right onto the outer corners of my eyes without blending. Blending we will do momentarily. Just really pack the color on so you can see it intensely first. And this is gonna kind of serve as my outer corner color and my crease color at the same time, and I will show you what I meant by that. In the meantime, let's go ahead and blend her out. I'm just using a fluffy blending brush now. This is the F35 from Sigma. Sorry, the E35. You want to use something that's like fluffy but not too fluffy. And then start to blend out those harsh lines. I'm going to use something that's a little bit more fluffier now. This is the 224 by MAC, just so I get like a more airbrushed look and blend it out even more into the crease. See how I did that? See how it's kind of like definitely more opaque right here in the center, and then as you go up towards the crease it kind of washes out a bit, and you pretty much want it to do that. So just keep blending until you get it to look the way that you want it to look. Doesn't matter. I'm going to use Amber Lights eyeshadow from MAC, and I applied this color on the center of my lid and only on the center, so you get like a really nice peekaboo effect where that orange copper kind of sneaks up on you. I then used Gorgeous Gold eyeshadow by MAC and applied that on the inner corner. So you go from yellow to orange to really dark orange, which is a cool little color combo that you don't even have to wear for a wedding. Like I would totally rock this like even for work. I mean, I think you could totally rock this for work. All right, let's take a blending brush and blend out the crease area just so that all the colors kind of mesh together. You can actually wear the look as is. It's completely up to you. But I usually like a little bit of a darkening in the crease area. So what I did was I took a even darker reddish brown. This is Embark by MAC. So look at Brown Script, this one, and then Embark. Embark's a lot darker. And I applied Embark just on the outer corner of my eye to darken it a bit, and you get a little bit more of a kind of defined eye. I don't remember if I applied anything in my brow bone highlight, but I don't remember if I applied anything in my brow bone highlight. You can, or you can leave it as is. I think it looks just as nice as is. So if you don't have all the eyeshadows, don't panic. I'm gonna use just a little bit of Hush eyeshadow in my brow bone as a highlight color. And again, this step's not really necessary, or if you have another highlight color of choice, you can always use that. It's completely up to you. The next thing we need to do is apply some under eye concealer. Because of my eye shape, it usually helps that I do my concealer underneath first and then my eyeshadows. So I'm going to apply a little bit of MAC Studio Finish Concealer underneath the eye. I'm going to use a damp Beauty Blender sponge to blend that out into my foundation. I also did a little bit of highlighting down the center of my nose with that same concealer. Not very much though, just enough to kind of add some more dimension to the face that the foundation takes away. And I like to do kind of like this crossbow look, if you want to call it. It's going to go right in my T-zone, up down the center, and then just above my brows. So it should look like that. And then again, with the Beauty Blender, just blend that out. Really, I'm just kind of like patting it into the skin. For the concealer under my eyes, I'm going to use my Ben Nye Banana Powder. And trust me when I say this, guys, when you pat your finishing powder on like this, it lasts so much longer than versus using like a regular brush. So much longer. Don't forget about, if you have combo skin, don't forget about your T-zone. Work it in by patting. You can also do this with a sponge too. It doesn't have to be a beauty puff, but I am traveling right now. I'm in LA and I left my sponges at home. Ah! That's the perfect expression to make when you have powder on your face like this. Take a big brush like this and sweep off any excess. You're gonna have a bit of excess if you're like me. Because that little excess that you apply now may look a little ashy on the face, but throughout the day, once your body chemistry sets in, once the natural oils of your skin start to set in, it looks amazing. Not only does it look amazing, but it helps reduce shine. Next, take a powder to set your foundation. This is the Mineralized Skin Finish Natural by MAC. I'm going to use that same puff and press that onto my skin. Press and roll, press and roll. Be sure to get a bit of that powder on top of where you applied that setting powder. That will help tone down some of the difference in color there, so it doesn't look so super white. And we still haven't finished the eyes, so bear with me. We are almost finished. We are almost finished, I promise you. Next, bronze. Of course, I'm gonna use my CoverGirl Queen collection in a contour brush. By the way, a lot of people ask me about this brush. This is the MAC 169, and I believe this is limited, but they currently have another brush that's seriously almost the exact same. It's just not brown, it's white. So either if you have this one, great. If not, there's so many other brushes that are the exact same, if not better than this one. So you don't have to use this one, or you don't have to hunt down this one. It's not like there's anything special about it. For blush, I want to say I used a La Femme blush. Let's go with a little bit of, let's do Peach Sparkle. I know for sure I didn't use a whole lot, so I'm going to take a larger brush for this step. And that's going to give us a more like sheer wash of color for the blush. For the bottom part, I used Intrepid. Ignore the container I'm using. This is a MAC sample container, but from the L'Oreal High Intensity Pigments. This is Intrepid, which is literally like a dead-on dupe for MAC's blue brown pigment. So the first thing I did to bring that color to life was I used a gold eyeliner. You can use a gold eyeliner, you can use a green eyeliner, you can even use a blue eyeliner. And then with the liner brush, I'm just going to pop that underneath. So the gold really helped to bring that to life a little bit. To finish up the eyes, I used a black liquid liner. This is the Ultra Liner from Maybelline, my favorite, and the Maybelline Lash Stiletto Mascara. I kept the line fairly short for the look, nothing too dramatic. On top of that, because I wanted even bolder lashes, I'm going to use my Faux Cils from YSL. But I'm really only gonna concentrate that at the roots of my lashes. Isn't mascara so pretty? All right, eyes, check. Face, check. What do we need to finish off the lips, of course. I'm gonna take a little brown lip pencil around the edges of my lips. And then I used faux lipstick from MAC. This is a really cute, like neutral, nude-ish pink. To add a gloss or to leave out? Let's add a gloss. Why the hell not? I'm gonna use my Lancome Juicy Tube, and that's it. There is the beach bridal tutorial. First of all, thanks for staying awake this long. Let me know if you have any questions, and as usual, leave me some loving comments, thumbs up. All right guys, until next time, bye.